Before anything else, there are a few things to take note of. You should always click Download and then Run on the upper topmost option. You need to do this every time you change and run the PLC ladder diagram. The Stop Push button is utilizing the normally closed contact in this exercise. If the Stop Push button is somehow malfunctioning, you can try using normally open contact instead to keep the current flow in the rung. How to PLC Program tutorial. We want to apply our knowledge of relay logic instructions to design a program which will control the LogixPro Door Simulation using the Examine if Open, Examine if Close, and Output Energize instructions. The door system includes a reversible motor, a pair of limit switches, and an operator control panel, all connected to your PLC program. In this exercise, the open and close push buttons will be used to control the movement of the door. The movement will not be maintained when either switch is released, open and closed switch input, and therefore, the stop switch is neither required nor used in this exercise. We need to put the normally closed contact of open output and shut output in the rung for the ajar output. It ensures that the ajar output will illuminate when the door is slightly opened, and energized it when the door is fully open or fully closed. Another thing to keep in mind. To avoid, in any circumstances, that both motor windings be energized at the same time, especially in actual practical application, because it will result in motor burnout. If done responsibly, you can possibly extend the operating life of the motor. Be sure to put normally closed contact of motor up output in rung 1, and another normally closed contact of motor down output in rung 0. This is to cut off the current in the intended rung when the other output contact is energized. Also, make sure to stop the energized state of the motor when the door movement is already fully open or already fully closed. This can strain the motor and might result in another case of motor burnout and door damage. To eliminate this problem, putting normally open contact limit switch LS1 in rung 0 and normally closed contact limit switch LS2 in rung 1 to cut off the current flow in the intended rung. With that out of the way, let's get the simulation running. We have visual indicators on the side, usually in the form of LED, are used for monitoring the condition of the inputs and outputs in the PLC program. The shut lamp will be illuminated if the door is in the fully closed position. Pressing the open switch will cause the door to move upwards, opening it up, if not already fully open. The opening operation will continue as long as the switch is held down. If the switch is released, or if limit switch LS1 opens, the door movement will halt immediately. The ajar lamp will be illuminated if the door is not in either the fully closed, fully opened position, or slightly opened. In simpler terms, it will light up when the door is in the middle of opening or closing the door. After the limit switch LS1 opens, the open lamp will be illuminated because the door is now in the fully open position at the moment. Take note. If the door is already fully opened, pressing the open switch will not energize the motor. To avoid the possibility of motor burnout and door damages, pressing the close switch will cause the door to move down, closing it down, if not already fully closed. The closing operation will continue as long as the switch is held down. If the switch is released, or if limit switch LS2 closes, the door movement will halt immediately. If the door is already fully closed, pressing the close switch will not energize the motor. To avoid the possibility of motor burnout and door damages. And that's one of the ways you can design a program which will control the LogixPro Door Simulation using the Examine if Open, Examine if Close, and Output Energize instructions. If you find this helpful in any way, please be sure to like the video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more videos like this. This is Engineering Tendencies, signing out.